Yeah. Are y'all of the belief that once your son turns 18, he got to get the fuck out?
No, not necessarily. No. But I am of the belief, and this kind of ties into.
I love Mike. Man.
This kind of ties into what my kind of following that advice path. So, what I do believe is that, you know, son, like with great power comes great responsibility. So, like, yes, you are now officially an adult. You're this, you that. You could drive all this, but that comes with certain responsibilities. So, you know, hopefully, you know, I taught you well, and it's time that you kind of start implementing. You know, the training wheels are off, and it would only be more off, you know, moving forward. Of course, if at any point, you know, you need to like look back for whatever, we're here. But it's like, yes, I encourage you to make mistakes, to, you know, fall and get up, and, you know.
Does he have to get the fuck out?
No, not necessarily, no.
Ever?
Pretty soon, yeah, pretty soon.
Oh, so there is a time. Because my mom, I spoke to my mom recently about this, and she was just like, if she had it her way in a perfect world, that none of her kids would ever leave. Like, they would literally just live in together forever.
I get that. I mean, obviously, once the kids get the family, their own families.
No.
So where would it would have to be a really big house.
I live in a pretty sizable house. But
but all your siblings with all their families.
It would not work today. But in her mind, they would just
figure it
add shit on, like build. You know, because remember, our parents are from, you know, countries where there's space.
You could just add on.
You can just add on. You don't got to call your fucking governor.
Get up
and be like, hey, you know. So my mom, like, you know, just a question, because I always thought, like, so you're on some, like, there's an age or
no. There's no age. I actually I am actually not a promoter, but I do agree with that method. Like, I could see it, you know. I'm obviously answering in like the way society is here in America and this and that and whatever. But I could see that. I love big families. I love unity, you know, and all of that. And I think that the first people that we should be able to lean on should be our family. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah. A
lot of independency, a lot of this, a lot of, you know, so it just, you know, but I could see that.
Your son said, I'm never leaving. You're not with that.
No, not necessarily.
So then you don't agree with
No, I mean, you're never leaving, but it depends. Like, because we're not going to be on top of each other. Again, if is there the space? Do I see you growing? Do we have, let's say, business together and whatever this and that? We have this big ass fucking crib. Then yeah, it's okay. I don't have a problem with like.
So so if you had a 5-bedroom house,
5-bedroom is not that big. Like objectively house, it is, but not enough for like me to have my family, him to have my family, probably my daughter to have her family. Like, you know, like it has to be like, there has to be a.
You need like a compound.
Yeah, because so you're speaking like super wealth.
Yeah.
Because past 5 bedrooms, you're looking at a pretty big crib.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you're adding probably 4 bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so. So you're talking about if you were rich, not
necessarily rich. The thing is, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I honestly haven't been to a house that has 5 bedrooms. Like me personally, you know. So I don't know what that looks like. Now I could associate it to like movies, and you know, if it looks like the Scarface movies, and you know those big stairs coming down. Like,
my dad's house has 5 bedrooms, and you know my dad's house.
Okay, that's a little small. Like for that, in my opinion. Okay. You know. So, but maybe 25% bigger. I'm okay with.
What about you?
6 bedrooms. You know, it's interesting. I'm leaning more. I think it's more so what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, space is a factor. You need to be like out of sight, like out of my way. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to have multiple. It'll be a multiple family dwelling or something like that. You can have like if it's a full base, you know, furnished basement or a second floor, this and that. But nothing coming through my house, this and that. The issue is that, for example, the backyard may be an issue in the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. But especially in New York, for rental purposes, like if I have a 2-bedroom up there, you have a wife and a kid or 2 kids, you know, young kids. Yeah, like why not? Why can't you stay up there and pay rent?
Yeah. So not to cut you. You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
So the another issue with these conversations is, and because one of the parents said it, because you know they're I'm one of the younger parents there. So I'm like, I learned a lot of game from the parents there. So she's like, if we live down south, get out the house by 18. Because down south, to get your own apartment, not even a house, just to get an apartment is like nothing. In New York, apartments are kind of like homes. Like you live in the same apartment forever.
Yeah.
And then if you have the projects argument, in the projects, niggas pass down apartments generationally. So New York is a little different in the sense of to really establish yourself in New York without roommates, like that's almost unheard of. Like this another anecdotal story. There was a young lady when I was working at the YMCA. She came from Arizona to chase her dreams, right, of working on Broadway. They come from money. They're wealthy. She still had roommates. Because it's New York.
Yeah, they're wealthy in Arizona.
Yeah, it's New York. So it's like, at the end of the day, you kind of got to change the perception. Because I remember when I was 16, me and my homies in school was like, yo, by the time we hit 17, 18, we all going to move out. Because we didn't know anything. Yeah. We didn't know how expensive it is. But it was definitely a very eye-opening conversation.
The taxes thing is so crazy, right? Because it's like, I mean, I know you've heard this many times, but it's like we get taxed on a check and then off everything we buy too. It's like
double taxed.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but you want to live here, right, nigga?
Because the city's gonna we have to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make money off our taxes anyway.
Yeah.
And it's like you still want to tax us 40% on our check and still 40%, well, 10% on everything we buy.
One of my homeboys that moved out of New York, one of his major decisions was, am I making money by living in New York? And his answer was no. Like living in New York was not, the tax of living in New York didn't generate enough income for him personally to, this makes sense for me.
It didn't justify the means.
It didn't justify the means. Perfect. Yeah.
Where'd he move to?
Georgia.
Okay.
So he's chilling. He's chilling.
You know where I would move to?
Where?
Toronto.
Wow.
Iceman, baby.